Have you ever wondered if Santa Claus really existed? And if Jesus Christ wasn't born in December, what does that mean for the Christmas we know today? These questions raise fascinating mysteries that many are unaware of, but they could completely change how we see this special holiday. In this video, we will explore the surprising origins of Santa Claus, the real debates about the date of Jesus' birth, and the cultural impact of Christmas in modern times. Get ready to uncover intriguing facts and rethink everything you knew about Christmas. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on more curious content like this. Share it with your friends so more people can join us on this journey. Let's start our video by talking about the origin and transformation of Santa Claus throughout history. Santa Claus, one of the most beloved symbols of Christmas, has a rich and surprising history that few people know about. He didn't start with a red suit or flying on a magical sleigh. His origins are deeply tied to the figure of Saint Nicholas, a bishop who lived in the 4th century. Saint Nicholas was known for his generosity and kindness, especially toward the poor and children. One of the most famous stories tells of how he helped a desperate father marry off his daughters by leaving gold coins in their stockings hung by the fireplace. Over time, the figure of Saint Nicholas began to merge with local legends and traditions, especially in Europe. In countries like Germany and the Netherlands, he came to be known as Santa Claus, which eventually evolved into the name Santa Claus. Interestingly, the modern characteristics of Santa Claus, such as the red suit and long beard, were popularized in the United States in the 19th century. But the big transformation happened thanks to a poem. The poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas, also known as The Night Before Christmas, published in 1823, described Santa Claus as a jolly, chubby man with a sleigh pulled by reindeer. This image quickly captured the public's imagination. Another milestone in Santa Claus's transformation was the contribution of advertising. In the early 20th century, Coca-Cola used the figure in their Christmas campaigns, solidifying the image of a friendly Santa dressed in red and white, the same colors as the brand. Did you know that in some cultures, Santa Claus doesn't deliver presents alone? In Germany, he's accompanied by Krampus, a scary creature who punishes disobedient children. This contrast between the jolly old man and a dark figure is one of the most intriguing aspects of Christmas lore. But Santa Claus wasn't always well received. During the Protestant Reformation, figures like Martin Luther criticized the veneration of St. Nicholas. To them, the focus of Christmas should be on Jesus Christ, not a saint. Despite this, the character endured. His popularity grew over the centuries, especially with the immigration of Europeans to the United States, where traditions were adapted. It's fascinating to think that while St. Nicholas was an austere and religious figure, modern Santa Claus became a cheerful and commercial representation. This transformation says a lot about how societies adapt symbols to their cultural and economic needs. And it doesn't stop there. In countries like Russia, Santa Claus is replaced by Ded Moroz or Grandfather Frost. He also delivers presents but has a more serious appearance and is accompanied by his granddaughter, Snegurочка. In Brazil, the first references to Santa Claus appeared in the early 20th century, influenced by European immigrants and the globalization of Christmas traditions. However, here he has been given tropical adaptations, sometimes depicted in lighter clothing. An intriguing question is how Santa Claus became a universal figure, regardless of religion. In non-Christian countries, he is seen more as a symbol of generosity and festivity than a religious figure. But did Santa Claus really exist? Historians point out that Saint Nicholas was a real person, but the stories about him mix facts with legends. The famous tradition of coming down the chimney, for example, was added much later. Another curiosity is that, originally, Santa Claus didn't deliver presents on Christmas Eve, but on St. Nicholas Day, December 6th. The shift to December 25th occurred to align traditions with the Christian calendar. Although known as a joyful figure, Santa Claus has also been used to teach lessons to children. During the Great Depression, for instance, he was seen as a symbol of hope in tough times. However, modern Santa Claus doesn't please everyone. Some critics argue that he has become a symbol of consumerism, diverting attention from the true spirit of Christmas. Even so, his popularity remains unshaken. Additionally, Santa Claus's image is often used for charitable causes. Every year, volunteers dress as him to raise donations and bring joy to underprivileged children around the world. It's also fascinating how movies and music have helped solidify the character. Classics like Miracle on 34th Street and songs like Jingle Bells turned Santa Claus into a true pop culture icon. In the end, Santa Claus's journey reflects the evolution of human traditions. He transitioned from a religious saint to a global symbol of joy, generosity, and of course, hope. Another curious topic related to Christmas is the discussion about the date of Jesus' birth. Many believe that Christmas celebrates the birth of Jesus on December 25th, but the truth is that this date has no solid basis in Scripture. Have you ever wondered why we celebrate it on this specific day? To begin with, the Bible doesn't mention the exact date of Jesus' birth. The Gospels describe events such as the visit of the shepherds and the Star of Bethlehem, but never specify a particular day or month. The choice of December 25th is more related to cultural and political considerations than historical facts. In ancient Rome, this date marked pagan festivals like Sol Invictus, celebrating the winter solstice and the rebirth of the sun. As Christianity began spreading across the Roman Empire, the Church decided to adopt December 25th to celebrate Christ's birth, merging pagan and Christian celebrations. This helped convert more people to Christianity. But if Jesus wasn't born in December, when was he born? Researchers propose other times of the year based on clues from the Gospels and the weather conditions in Bethlehem. One argument against December is the presence of shepherds in the fields on the night of his birth. During winter, it's unlikely shepherds would be outdoors tending flocks, as the cold season wouldn't favor this practice. Another clue lies in the mention of a census ordered by Caesar Augustus, which required Joseph and Mary to travel to Bethlehem. Holding a census in winter would have been challenging due to harsh weather and dangerous travel conditions. Many scholars believe Jesus may have been born in spring or autumn, when temperatures are milder and there's more activity in the fields. This would align better with the context described in the Bible. Additionally, the Jewish calendar could offer hints. Some suggest Jesus' birth occurred during the Feast of Tabernacles, Sukkot, a celebration of great significance at the time. Another intriguing aspect is the Star of Bethlehem. Astronomers and historians have attempted to identify a celestial event that matches the description of the star that guided the wise men. Some suggest a planetary conjunction or the appearance of a comet. Despite these theories, December 25th remains widely accepted, not for historical accuracy, but for the tradition solidified over centuries. The choice of this date also reflects the Church's attempt to unify and give new meaning to pagan festivals like Saturnalia, a Roman celebration marked by feasts and gift-giving. It's interesting to note that not all Christians celebrate Christmas on December 25th. Orthodox churches, for example, follow the Julian calendar and observe Jesus' birth on January 7th. Another curiosity is that Christmas wasn't always widely accepted. During the Protestant Reformation, many reformers questioned the validity of dates rooted in pagan festivals. In Christianity's early centuries, the focus was on Jesus' death and resurrection, not his birth. It wasn't until the 4th century that Christmas began gaining prominence as a Christian celebration. But why does the exact date matter so much? For some, the spiritual significance of Jesus' birth is what truly counts regardless of the day. Others, however, view the historical question as essential to understanding the roots of the Christian faith. The debate over Jesus' birth date has also sparked discussions among religious scholars and historians. Some argue that the lack of clear evidence doesn't diminish the event's importance, while others see it as an opportunity to delve deeper into Christianity's origins. Despite historical uncertainties, Christmas has become one of the most important and celebrated dates worldwide, transcending its Christian origins to become a cultural and familial milestone. Christmas is more than a religious date. It has become a cultural phenomenon that transcends faiths, countries, and customs. But how did this date gain such significance over the centuries? The fusion of religious and secular traditions was essential to the growth of Christmas as we know it today. From ancient solstice rituals to the Christian celebration of Jesus' birth, Christmas has undergone multiple layers of transformation. In the 19th century, the Industrial Revolution and the growth of commerce began shaping modern Christmas. The mass production of decorative items and gifts popularized the idea of exchanging presents as an act of affection. A pivotal factor was the emergence of Christmas tales and carols. Stories like A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens brought forward values such as compassion, generosity, and forgiveness, which remain associated with the holiday to this day. Interestingly, Christmas traditions vary greatly around the world. In the United States, gift exchanges are central, while in Japan, the holiday is more oriented toward couples, featuring special dinners and vibrant decorations. In Brazil, Christmas has unique characteristics, such as family feasts, secret Santa exchanges, and the inclusion of regional dishes, reflecting the country's cultural richness. The figure of Santa Claus also contributed to the universalization of Christmas. He became a global symbol, independent of religion, representing kindness and the act of giving. However, the impact of Christmas isn't solely positive. The excessive commercialization of the holiday has drawn criticism, especially for focusing on consumerism, often overshadowing the original values of the celebration. For many, Christmas is a time for reflection and reconnection. In an increasingly fast-paced world, it offers a pause to value family, friends, and solidarity. Charitable campaigns also gain momentum during this period. Organizations and individuals come together to help the less fortunate, reinforcing the message of generosity that Christmas represents. However, Christmas isn't always synonymous with joy. For some, it's a time of loneliness or remembrance of loved ones who have passed. This duality reflects the profound emotional impact the holiday has on people. Moreover, globalization has introduced new ways of celebrating. Social media and the internet have connected traditions from different countries, creating a cultural exchange that further enriches the celebrations. In film and music, Christmas holds a special place. Classics like Home Alone and songs like All I Want for Christmas Is You exemplify how the holiday has become part of the collective imagination. The religious impact is equally significant. For Christians, Christmas is a time to reaffirm their faith and remember God's sacrifice and love in sending Jesus to earth. Yet Christmas has adapted to non-Christian contexts. In countries like China, where Christianity isn't predominant, the holiday is celebrated as a cultural event with gift exchanges and festive decorations. The symbolism of Christmas is also present in small actions like decorating the home. Christmas trees, lights, and nativity scenes are more than decorative items. They represent traditions passed down through generations. But are we losing the essence of Christmas? For many, the holiday should be less about gifts and more about unity and gratitude. This reflection becomes increasingly relevant in a consumer-driven world. Christmas also provides an opportunity for cultural learning. The different ways it's celebrated around the world teach us that while customs vary, the message of peace and love is universal. In the future, Christmas will likely continue to evolve. New generations bring new meanings and practices, keeping the tradition alive while adapting it to contemporary challenges and values. In the end, Christmas is more than a date on the calendar. It is a symbol of hope, renewal, and humanity. Despite cultural differences, it continues to remind us of the importance of giving and sharing, values that never go out of style. Wrapping up our video. Yes, Santa Claus did exist, but his figure has been shaped over centuries, blending history, legends, and even commercial strategies to become the Christmas icon we know today. As for Jesus, the evidence suggests he likely wasn't born in December, but the true spirit of Christmas transcends dates. It's about unity, generosity, and hope. Curious for more mysteries like these? Don't miss our next video, full of surprising stories that will make you see the world with fresh eyes. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share it with others who love to learn and be inspired.